how is your mental health? There's a way she said it I basically just asking how is your mental health with all these rejections that keep coming?
My goodness.
So I just said to her, I said, well, unfortunately,
Hello, we are back. And so we want to inspire a young Black child out there who's maybe, the parent or someone has told them, you're not smart, you're Black, what can you do? Like you're Black and you're in a different country, like what can you do? People are racist, and so you can't do anything. Like, what would you tell someone like that?
well, I would like to encourage anyone watching this and listening to know that people are the same all over the world. We talk about all the isms in the world, racism and everything, which is fine. Those things are there. I don't deny them. They are real.
Yeah.
I face them. I still face them. But I've come to realize, like I said previously, there's very little I can do about other people's bad behavior than to be correct myself. I've faced situations where people don't believe that you can do stuff, right?
Yeah, you have to prove
In the
yourself.
community, even career-wise, coming to Canada, you're assumed that you know nothing, you can't integrate into the system. For context, I'm just going to be 5 years in Canada.
Ooh,
so when people hear the volume
wow.
of business that I do, they're
Amazing.
wondering, how do you even do it?
Wow.
Because the expectation is that you must have been here for
20
20,
years,
30
so
years to be able
yeah.
to do that. But we need to understand that, again, God has given us those abilities. God did not give us those things because you're Black or white, or He gave us equal measure. The question is, how do we harness those potentials? So to every Black child, feeling despondent or you're feeling downcast, I want to say to you, please don't be. And again, like I always say to career-wise, right? When I hear people say, "Oh, my file was declined somewhere," I always say to them, you know what? Just give me a chance to take a look at it.
Oh,
Right? It's not about whether you can solve all the problems, right? But it's because there's a way I think differently, and there are lots of people like that. There are people that pick up things and they tell you, okay, why, when you meet people that think differently, the outcome is always different, right? So let me just take a look at it, right? And my encouragement to people that are feeling dejected is, why don't you get someone you can talk to, right? In fact, as a matter of fact, I told somebody, you know what, if you allow me just have a chat with you, maybe we can find a solution. It doesn't mean I'll be the one to provide the solution, but I can point you possibly in a direction of where to go. So to every Black child out there, please don't despair, because that's what will be the result, and it leads to unintended consequences and terrible things. Don't give up. Keep pushing. I have been through there, and I can tell you that I have. When I came to Canada, applying for a job, of course, leaving managerial position back in Union Bank of Nigeria at the time, and coming here, you're asking yourself. I was a team leader and assistant manager at the time, and coming here, you keep applying for jobs. We're sorry, and I joke about it a lot of time. And I say
I've been
people,
to it.
for almost 6 months, it was sorry. I was keep getting, I'm sorry, we're sorry, and it get to a point. My wife asked me, so how do you even, how is your mental health? There's a way she said it, I basically just asking, how is your mental health with all these rejections that keep coming?
My goodness.
So I just said to her, I said, well, unfortunately, I'm actually at a point where I actually feel sorry for them.
Because they're missing out
Exactly.
on all these wonderful skills.
I feel sorry for them because these people don't even understand what they are missing out, and that's the reality. I'm not kidding.
It's not boasting or anything.
I've been working with my current employer for 4 years now. I clocked 4 years in February. Beautiful. And one of the things that I noticed is, again, not everybody understands the value that you bring, right? It took, in my current position now, credit to the leaders that I work with, Matt and Roger. It took just one coffee meeting, with Roger, and he said to me, hey, I want you on my team. Oh. Because it only takes, like I said, not everybody sees what others sees in you. Yeah. Right? Not everybody sees what you can. And it doesn't mean they are wrong. They are not wrong. Okay, they are not wrong. Everybody is right as far as I'm
They're
concerned.
entitled to
It's a
their
question of perspectives.
right.
So when I come and I apply for jobs and I'm getting we're sorry. I told my wife so it doesn't matter. Even if it's for 1 year I'm getting I'm sorry. I am already in a place where I'm actually feeling sorry for them
I
because
love
I am
that.
like, no, these guys don't understand,
Oh
and
wow.
today, I
Mm,
mean, to the glory of God, I can tell that I try as much as possible to play my part. I have good people, good leaders that I work with, like I mentioned their
beautiful.
names just now, and
Mhm.
they are, and there are so many people out there that are ready to listen to your story. You just haven't found that individual. So
Right.
to anybody, whether you are even, it doesn't even matter whether you are black, it doesn't matter whether you are
A
white or
young person.
purple, or all you need is to find that individual that's going to listen to your
See.
story. And like I found, somebody pointed me in the direction. And again, if you're good at what you're
Oh
doing, if you're giving your best,
yeah.
somebody's going to mention your name to the king. So it took 1 day of service, interacting with one individual, and the lady
Mm.
followed up with me like 2 or 3 times and said, "Talk to this person."
Oh
Yeah, talk to this individual. I did not.
wow.
So I took the number and the name. I
Wow.
stuck it on my cupboard in the office.
Yeah.
And she called me again 2 months later after she came back. Like, have you spoken to this?
Oh my
I said
goodness.
no. So I just opened, and the rest is. So
History.
that's how it changed. And he told my current boss like, hey, I think I need you to talk to somebody. And I met with him, and he was like, oh really?
Wow.
And again, I was given that opportunity because, like I said, somebody listened to my story. So
Hmm.
somebody outside there watching this just need to
Hmm.
know that the fact that 300 people have said no,
Hmm.
they are not wrong.
Hmm.
Okay, it's a question of perspectives. You need to understand that you are just looking for that 301 person that's going to listen to your story,
Right.
and that's it.
Right.
The 300 people, they are right because where they are sitting, it's just like an elephant. Describe an elephant. If you touch the trunk, you're going to describe what you feel, right? Touch
Right.
the leg, you're describing what
Right.
you. So everybody is correct. But until you meet that one person
Hmm.
who has complete vision
Yeah.
and can describe and tell you that, oh, an elephant is not just soft, it's bigger than that. An elephant is not just like a tree because you touch the leg. An elephant is bigger, and that
The other
changed the story.
parts.
And that's what I've discovered in a lot of people that I've
Hmm.
met in my journey, career wise, even at work. You just need one individual
Hmm.
that's going to listen to your story. And
Hmm.
my prayer is that if you don't give up, you're
Yeah.
going to find that one person. And please don't make a mistake that that one person is going to come from your family.
No.
Make no mistake that
Most of
that
the
person
time.
is going to come from that one person is going to come from the black community. Unfortunately, no.
Open-minded, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You need to
But
open your mind. The one person that listened to my story is not a black person,
be
right?
anyone.
It could be anyone, right? He's a very, experienced senior, Caucasian, individual that I respect so much,
Oh wow.
right? He drove all the way to Hedry, just so you know.
Oh my.
Imagine you asking like, "Hey, I want to do this. I want to join your team,"
No
and
kidding.
he drove all the way. He said, "Yeah, I'll meet you anywhere." I was like, "So imagine." So that's how God arranges our story sometimes, and we don't
Love it.
understand it.
Love
So
it.
I was expecting that I would go. I said, "No,"
No.
and
Came
we
to meet
met
you.
at
Wow.
Starbucks in Hedry,
Oh,
right here
I love it.
over coffee. We just had a chat, and it was like, "Okay, you know what?" And I was going for something different. Again, a lot of people don't believe it. I applied for something different. I came out with something different from the interview.
That's like my little story. That's too funny.
So yeah, so
So
please
you're not
don't.
hopeless at all. Don't
No,
be
not at
hopeless.
all. Not
Not.
at all.
And what I'm hearing from this too is that you have to be willing to be vulnerable, to talk to,
Oh
speak to
yeah.
someone.
Oh yeah.
Look for someone who is in that field that you're looking for, or experience someone who's older than you, or that
True.
can guide you. Okay. Sometimes you tell other people to and they will trash you like a pig. If you give your
Yeah.
pearls to a pig, they will trash. So be careful who you talk to, and you have to be willing to be vulnerable and also volunteer. Like, how would people know
Absolutely.
what's inside you if you've not talked to someone or they've
Absolutely.
not seen what you can do?
Absolutely.
Because I got a job out of what I was doing as a leisure. Spoke to someone that I wanted to even interview them for my channel,
Mm.
and then if this thing came out, so I went in for something else and came out with something
Right.
else. So just be willing to speak to someone, and things will change. I'm
Yeah.
glad that you have
Thank
this
you.
beautiful story, and I hope you are inspired. Whether
Thank
you are
you.
black or white, whatever, brown, be willing to speak to someone, an open-minded person. And you have to be open-minded too, because the
Sure.
person might not look like you, but they'll be able to help you. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll be right back. Oh, thank you so much, sir, for your time. It's been very inspirational. You've been, encouraging, and everything that you've done in your life. I'm glad that it's a reflection of what you believe, and you've made something out of your life. It's beautiful. And I pray that we've inspired a young person out there to also go for it, because they can do it.
Absolutely.
Now, your statement about black and
Wealthy.
wealthy, please, can you in 1 minute tell us a little bit about it to inspire someone? I just love it. I don't know why I love it,
Right.
but it's really touched me. So,
Okay. So, like I said, I currently serve as the head of vice president finance for the Edu Black community, and
mhm.
working together with the VP, the vice president,
Yeah, I
Akini,
can.
we together came up with the financial literacy series, and
Okay.
alongside working with other members of the leadership, and so we co-host the program together.
Oh,
Yes, it
okay.
falls under my portfolio as finance, but of course we do it
Beautiful.
together, and very wonderful guy.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we thought of for the Black History Month of February
Yeah.
was to come up with a theme that provokes critical thinking in
Mm-hmm.
people, and that was
Even
how,
me.
and that's how the theme "I'm Black and I'm Wealthy" came
Yeah.
about, because those are things that sometimes people don't associate with each other.
Mm-hmm.
When you talk about Black, stories of debts, bankruptcy, all those kind of things. But unfortunately, it's not so.
No.
It's not so.
No.
I had the opportunity to challenge a group of people,
Yeah.
a community I belong to, call it the Fire Community, Financial Independence and Retire Early, group. And I
Beautiful.
said, one of the things I said to them was, we need to get to the point where people get used to knowing that Black people can come tops. When you're talking about high paying jobs, we need to get used to it that Black people can actually do those jobs. We need to get to the point where when someone says, I make $2 million a year, we need to get comfortable with it, knowing that that person can be a Black person. It shouldn't be abnormal. When somebody walks into the bank with a check of, say, $2 million, right? We need to get used to it that a Black person can actually own a business that can win a check of $2 million in one deal legitimately. These things are possible.
They are possible.
But again, like I said, people need to understand that Black is not associated with darkness. That's not what it means.
Oh.
People need to have that change of mindset. And that's how the
Oh
theme
my
I'm
goodness.
Black and Wealthy came about. You can be Black and have properties. You can be Black and have, you can have $10 million in your bank. Why not?
Educate
Because
yourself.
the principles, or the process of follow the principles, you make the money, you invest your money, and you're doing well for yourself. So it has nothing to do with your race, your creed, your color. No.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, there's no race or creed that is older than being human.
My goodness.
So whether you're Black or you're Indian or you're African or you're American or
You're
you're
human.
Canadian, you're human. Or
That's
you're
it.
Brazilian, or
That's it.
And the good thing again is, like I say it's a good thing because in my personal, young life,
Yeah.
I'm in my early 40s, and
Yeah.
I've come to realize that there are good people everywhere,
Yeah.
and there are bad people everywhere. If I
Facts.
tell you, if I were to use some of the experiences that we had when we first came to Canada to judge who Canadians are, I will tell you that white people are this. But guess what? The interaction we've had with maybe those two individuals, male and female, to me, does not define who the white
All
person
of
is
yeah.
or who the Canadian. I just come to know that those are the exception to the rule. Otherwise, majority are good people.
Yes.
So the same thing, in the Black community.
Yes.
So we need to ensure that we get to that state of mind And we also need to understand that we as Black people have a lot to do in that part. We are not the ones that should be promoting, the negatives
Oh,
about the Black, because everybody, every community, every association, every demography have their issues.
yeah,
So ours is
yeah.
not special. Ours is not any different. There are thieves everywhere. Yes, there are thieves everywhere. So why should it be that when it's a Black thief, it's a special kind of no? But again, are we encouraging bad
No,
behavior?
no,
No.
no.
We will hold people to account. We will hold ourselves to account,
Yeah.
right? But we would also ensure that we promote the fact that Black people can do great things, and that's where the theme of "I'm Black and I'm wealthy" came about. So that people need to have that confidence. When you
Yeah.
have $500,000 in your account, you need to hone it with your chest. You work hard to make that money. Sometimes I interact with people in my space, and
Yeah.
people are scared. Oh, I worked for 25 years, maybe for a multinational outside of Canada, maybe back home in Nigeria or Africa, and they're scared of talking about those money. Like, if I bring it, they'll ask me. I said, what are you talking about?
It's
One,
a
the first question is that,
mentality.
did you steal the money? No.
See?
So if you did not steal the money, why does it matter? So if somebody asks you, where did this money come from? Why
I
is
didn't
it a
steal it. You
problem?
can prove it.
Exactly.
So
Why? So that's why I see I deal with a lot of people, and they are comfortable working with me because they know that as a mortgage professional, if you told me that you have money coming from Brazil or India or South Africa or Nigeria, all I need to ask you is, okay, so where did this money come from? Right? And oh
you
yeah,
just
I
have to
work
prove.
and my salary came in, and that's it. Simple. Because the reality is that not everybody will work in Canada. Not everybody is going to get a job in America. Some people have no choice but to work in the UK. And when they make those monies legitimately, they have to spend their money.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's nothing we can really, so we can't stereotype people based on where. So I don't believe in that. And I try as much as possible to support and encourage and advise our people like, hey, relax.
Mm,
I've been through it myself.
mm.
I had monies, before I came to Canada,
Right?
and I used my money legitimately that I had with a Nigerian,
In
and I
fact, in
when I
Africa, you buy with cash, right?
right, we buy cash, we don't do mortgages, we don't.
No, we
So when I
don't
was
do
asked, like I
credit.
said, I've had this money there, and all I did was to provide a bank statement from the other side, showing that I've had the money there for like more than a year, right?
It's
And I
proof.
moved it here, and I used my money. So
So
people need
no
to
more.
get
Don't be
confident.
afraid.
No, so that's where the Black and wealthy actually came
Yeah.
from,
Mm.
encouraging our people to hone their wealth. Be confident. Know that Black people can actually have $500 million if possible,
Yeah. Work
legitimately.
for it.
Exactly. So that's what. And personally, I am not ashamed to talk about myself. I talk about it all the time, not because
It
so it's not a
praises
question of
God that you are like,
exactly. It's not a question of pride. It's not pride.
oh,
Everything we have, right, to the glory of God, right?
yeah.
But the life of a man does not consist in the abundance of the things that he has. At the same time, I'm not bothered because if you ask me to account for anything that I have, I can. So I'm Black and
No
wealthy.
worries. No worries there. There you go. So own it. Own it.
Yes.
Yes, own it. And
Right.
where do you see yourself in 5 or 10 years from now?
Wow. That's a very loaded
I
question.
know my questions are like all loaded. This video is going to be, but you have to see it to the end. You have to watch it. And if you've not subscribed yet or followed yet, please do, because I'll be
Totally.
bringing you more. It's a new year, and I'm trying to bring more inspirational things like that to help you also to get to where you need to
Sure.
get to. So
Sure.
subscribe, okay?
Yeah.
All right. So please tell us, sir.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Next 5 to 10 years. That's
Yeah.
I mean, God owns the future.
Yes.
God's sparing
If
our
it
life.
tarries.
I hope to continue to inspire and impact as many people as possible.
Great.
I operate in a niche market as a mortgage professional. I don't. My target market is not really what everybody else can do.
Oh.
My target market is really what everybody else don't want to do.
Mm.
So that's it. So a lot of people ask me, how do you get this volume of business? I say, yeah, because I focus on what other people don't focus. Everybody want the easy deal.
Right?
Everybody want the easy one. Just check. I mean, again, as a Christian, I know from my Bible, like the words of Christ, it said that those that are whole do not require a doctor, right? It is
Right.
those that are sick
Then
that
need a
requires a
doctor.
doctor. So if you are fine, right, then why do you need me? Like I told, again, the fire group, I was telling a group of friends, they were talking about shopping for it. And I'm like, why do you need me to shop for it? This is 2025.
Right.
You have artificial intelligence, you have AI, you
So
have
much help.
so much tools that you can. So why exactly do you need me to shop for it? You can do that by yourself. You don't need me. That's not my. That's not that's not the skill set. That's not necessarily the skill set of a mortgage professional or a mortgage. If it's to shop for it, I mean,
Easy.
any IT guy can write a program and you pull all the rates available in the market in
Yeah.
one exactly. So people need to understand what they are calling, what their skill set, what their expertise is meant for.
Yeah.
Your expertise is meant for things that technology possibly cannot solve. Your skill set is for people that cannot find answers, the traditional way. Or if it's people that have all their documents complete, they don't need you because anybody can go to any bank website today, upload their information, and get an approval. But there are people, and that's how life is. There are people whose stories will not fit the box. Who's going to attend to those people? So those are the kind of things that I thought of when I was coming into this business, and that's why when I went to a group of, a realtor, I was talking, the conference, and I was talking to them, and I said, you know what? I know you have your mortgage brokers you're working with. I know you have your mortgage professionals you're working with. That's fine, and I'm not asking you to leave them. All I'm asking for is if you get a file that was declined,
Yeah.
let me take a look before you say no.
Wow.
So, and I've had quite a number of, professionals reach out to say, this file was declined, and by the time I look at it and I'm like, no, just turn it around this way and you get an answer. And so
Imagine.
when people ask me, how do you do, 200, last year, I think I did over 300 mortgages last year, asking me, how do you do those numbers? I asked them, that's how. No, it's as simple. No, that's the only thing I do differently. Because when they
Wow.
said it's not possible, I just asked myself, okay, let me take a look. And I said, okay, so what if? What if? Right? My
Wow.
background again from Nigeria, good credit to the training that we had, credit to Fidelity Bank and all the other banks I worked, Sky Bank, of those days, and Union Bank. We had good training. Those skill sets is something exactly. They are transferable skills that we can use. Coming from a business banking, commercial background, those skill sets are not useless. They are very useful, and I put them to use when I write deals and structure deals. At the end of the day, in banking, there's only one rule. When you give money out, how is it coming back? That's all. Every other thing is just embellishments. When I give money out, how is my money going to come back? If you're able to answer that question, then you can borrow. So if there's a problem with a file, we're asking ourselves, if I give this person this money, is my money going to come back? If the answer is a yes, then we're good. So that's the way I build my deals around, even though it might be, so a lot of times we need exceptions, which is fine. And exceptions are not wrong. Okay. Like I said, in the next 5 to 10 years, I hope to be in a position where I can, coach more people to be able to do these things. Because there's a difference between you being able to do them and a lot more people are able to do them. Like I said, everybody wants the easy deal. But I am saying that no, we need more people that are willing to come up and say, you know what, we can challenge things. We can ask why not. And we can help a lot more people. Because if we think technology is going to solve the problem, we are mistaken. Technology is going to make our life easier. But AI is not going to solve the problems of people that cannot fit the box. And who's going to answer those kind of questions for those people when the reality comes? And in fairness, the system has been quite reasonable and understandable. I mean, there was a file that I think I closed sometimes in October of last year, 2024, and the couple were not going to get an approval. They went to one of the blue banks. I'm not going to mention names, and I think one of two other one, like 3 places. And so when I looked at the file and I looked at it and I saw what the challenge was, I said to myself, okay, I get it. These people make money, but they don't make money the way the system likes to say it. So, and I presented my argument as to why I think, because they make money. And the reason why they don't make money the way the system wants is because of the nature of their jobs. It's not they are making. Somebody has to do those jobs, right? not all of us will do 8 to 5. Not all of
No.
somebody has to work those positions.
Yeah.
Except we are saying they have to wait for 2 years. So I'm saying for 2 years, their life has to be stagnated because they've chosen a career that somebody has to do to help you and me, but now they're going to get punished.
Oh,
So, I
no.
mean, it went to one of the insurers, quite a couple of that got no declined and all that. It came back declined. And one of the things in one of the morning, I remember that morning I was, sitting in my bedroom, in front of the computer, and I picked the phone and I was alone. So I picked the phone and I called, one of the insurers, and I told after like 25 minutes of talk, getting, oh yeah, we're not moving forward. So I said to them, okay, I hear you. I didn't call to get a yes. I called to get an audience.
Wow.
Getting an audience is more important for me than getting a yes. So it could be if the outcome is going to be a no, that's fine. But at least I got somebody to listen to me. That is okay for me. I'm fine. So so I was told. So I told the lady and I said, that's fine. But this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell this lady to quit her job and start looking for another job. And she was just like you're shocked. So she was shocked. She's like, why would you do that? I said, yes. Because now our life is going to be stagnated for 2 years because she's taking on a role that's going to solve, that's helping you, that is helping me. And now she's not going to be able to make progress with her life for 2 years because of that. And she was like, wait, you can't do that. I said, no, I have to. Because my faith also, I need to be truthful with the client.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she was like, no, you know what? I'm going to escalate this. And I think you're making a point there.
Good.
And after 25 minutes
Wow.
of not getting, and she said, you know what? I'm not promising anything. I'm going to escalate this. I said, that's fine. But regardless, if it's a no, I'm just going to let them know, like, hey, you've chosen the wrong path. Of course, you can't say you can't be Jesus. You can't save the world. So you better go look for something better to do. And guess what? He came back and it was an approved.
Wow.
It was approved. So sometimes, again, think about how much work went into that. Nobody wants to do the difficult one. That's one of the things I've realized. So we just need a lot more people.
That's
and
amazing.
Hopefully in the next 5 to 10 years, I can look back and say, okay, these are the people that one is able to influence to be able to do even better.
Okay.
Right.
Awesome. Wow. Thank you so much, Mr. Temitope Olukunle, for doing this, for inspiring. And so if people want to contact you for what you do, for either inspiration or for mortgages, or how do they contact you?
Oh yeah. So again, Temitope Olukunle is my name. I'm a mobile mortgage manager with Savos Credit Union. Savos is spelled SERVUS. That's the biggest credit union in Canada right now. You can reach me by phone, by email. My phone number is 403-478-0025. Or you can also reach me at 587-216-7719. My email, temitope.olukunle@savos.ca. That's my email. So yeah, feel free to reach out. We'll continue to try to create smile in every home.
Beautiful.
One at a time, and hopefully we can replicate this and have a thriving community that we are all proud of. And thank you everyone for listening and watching all of this. And I hope you get inspired.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate you.
Yeah,
and thank you all for joining us. So until next time, you stay blessed and do not hold yourself back. Go out there and shine. You've got something in you that the world needs. So go out there and shine. Bye-bye.
Bye.